And good morning on another morning coffee with Marcaida. And today is Tuesday, and don't forget to catch tonight's episode on Forge and Fire. It's about the karambit. Ooh, and all the different kinds of karambits there are, and hopefully we'll educate you on some of the different ways that these beautiful, curved, sexy, curvaceous blades are used, and it was a lot of fun. So, this past weekend I had a very interesting, common question always asked or told to me, and they're asking, well, I live in an area that there are no people who teach what you do, and basically there are no schools, no groups or anything. How can I learn your art when I'm away from all these, choices of martial arts that to learn it from? And the simple answer is go solo. Go solo training. How did you find out about what we were doing? Oh, I was watching you on YouTube. There's nothing wrong from learning from videos. There's nothing wrong from watching YouTube. Nothing wrong from reading books and DVDs. If you look at nature, how are animals ever able to learn? It's from watching. It's from observing others. It's from observing life around you. And there's nothing wrong with that. So when you have these naysayers just saying, well, you're making stuff up if you're learning on your own, or you need to have a teacher, or you need a partner, and solo training can only get you to certain levels, it still got you to a certain level. If you really think about it, all of us and everyone around you is a figment of your imagination, and you're really in a dark room by yourself. It's the Matrix. No, I mean, everything around you, even when you have a partner, it's still you. You're still doing all the training on your own. So it's a form of solo training, except you have different stimuli. A training partner can give you the distance and the feel of gauging that. So could also solo training if you create contraptions around you. If you have like a tennis ball hanging on a rope, you swing it around and you hit it with timing. That's a form of timing and training. You have Wing Chun dummies that have arms sticking out, and you would attack these arms. That's another form to gauge yourself if movement was there. And having a partner does give you a chance to spar and move. But you know what? That develops sparring habits. One of my teachers who actually sparred in a tournament for the first time in an instructor level. Think about that. They put him in a level of where people were sparring for 4 years, and he had only been doing this for a year and a half, and he only sparred once. The rest of the time, he only sparred in the parks and with nature and trees. Very interesting. And when I asked him, well, why did you spar to learn the rules and everything? He goes, Doug, my teacher at the time didn't want me to learn sparring habits. He just taught me the form and how to train and just strike, 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 strike. He won that tournament. Swept house. It was a legendary fight, and that teacher is very well known because of he was young and he was able to do it. But the point being that he did a lot of sparring in his mind, a lot of training in his mind based on what his teacher taught him. Another reason also to think about having a training partner or need to go to school to a school is also a sense of community. It's a sense of having people around you as friends. So you don't need to find a sparring partner to sparring. I need a sparring partner to have friends to share the passion that I do. And that's one of the reasons why when looking for a school, I hope it's more than just wanting to spar or wanting to fight and everything else. There's a sense of community. But yes, you can learn from watching videos, because in the end, it's you doing the work. Whether I throw a jab on somebody or a jab in the air, what's the difference? Impact, timing, but you're still learning some movement. So never down the ability of not having a training school or having learned from videos. Some guys I know learn strictly from watching alone, and they're gifted people. Then you can go and fine-tune what you've learned on your own. So if I'm here learning on my own, watching videos, then I'll go to seminars or find a teacher to fine-tune what I do, then come back and keep on training. The worst that can happen is when nothing happens at all. That means that you should at least try and enjoy the process of learning. And that's it for today. The Marcaida Morning Cup of Joe. Get out there and try everything else on your own and have fun. Because even if you don't learn anything, or if what you're learning is not exactly to the level that you did, but you had fun, you won. Take care.